It was a first for the KHMH's Neonatal Intensive Care Unit, as one of the so-called million-dollar babies, a child born without a direct connection from his esophagus to his stomach, was cured right here at the National Referral Hospital. It's all thanks to the NICU's team of surgeons, doctors, and nurses who worked tirelessly to cure and rehabilitate 5-week-old Enver Marin. And this afternoon, Enver's dad told us about the rough start that he and his third-born have been through in the 5 weeks since his birth.
He was born in Orange, in a private facility. After he was born, where the pediatric doctor noticed that he was not swallowing, so they decided to do the test and putting in a tube through his mouth to see if it goes to his stomach. And that is how they found out that it was not connected. So they had to rush him the same day he born and rush him here, because this is the only facility that has the equipment and doctors capable to be able to do the surgery. The first week I was here all alone because my wife had a C-section. So I was here all alone, and it was a very, very difficult time because I had to worry if she's okay, the hospital in Orange. Then I have my child here, far from home.
But they might have had to go further from home. Babies with Enver's condition got their million-dollar moniker because that's what it cost to fly them to the US for life-saving surgery. And while today was Enver's discharge day, his surgery carried its risks.
At that point, I can't even think. I just placed my son in God's hands and asked for guidance from him, and make the decision to have the surgery done here. Because when I came, I was directed to Dr. Castillo, and he is the one who explained to me that yes, there's a possibility that the surgery can be done here. And he explained the entire rundown of it, and then I decided to. Somehow I felt in my heart that it will be something that will come more successful, and that's what we did.
It's trust that was well placed, as Dr. Castillo and Coye, pictured here at a safe social distance from Enver's parents, pioneered this particular pediatric surgery.
This birth defect that is called esophageal atresia is one of the most complex defects that we face in the field of pediatric surgery. And as we discussed with Dr. Coye, we felt that the country was in the moment that we could try to start fixing this problem here because of the development in the neonatal intensive care and also the presence of our professionals here, that we could deal with this problem. So that was the starting point to decide to perform this surgery here in the country.
There are conditions that you can actually cure. So in this case, the opportunity to fix a very serious defect results in the cure of this condition, and therefore we expect this baby to grow normally. And therefore, again, this is part of the joy in doing surgery, where at the end of the day, you have a complete result. We would like to be able to do more of these cases in the future as they arise, but we are also humbled in medicine by the fact that we can't fix everything, and we also have to know when our limitations are there so that we can ask for help elsewhere. So on the balance of things is that we are doing more and we are doing better than before.
But apart from his surgeons, Enver was also cared for by a host of support staff, including nurses and pediatricians. Post-op, they guided him through a life-threatening infection.
Enver Marin is a very, very strong child. He was fighting through it. That was something that impressed us with him, because he was fighting for during the infection, because there was some complications, and he fought through it. It was really, really we were overwhelmed with all the things that we had to go through, but thank God that baby made it through the procedure and we can finally go home. So yeah, it was a struggle, but we managed.
But history has been made. This is a very, very, very proud moment for NICU. Everyone is happy. Taking care of baby Marin, he's a fighter. He is really a fighter. When he first came, we got to know his condition. He went for surgery. He came back. Very strong baby. He was very critical. We had to have 24-hour watch on him, just like with all other babies, but whenever they're critical, even more so, he needed one-to-one patient care. Normally, because we're short-staffed, we'd have maybe 1 to 4, 1 to 5, but for him, it was one-to-one patient care. He was that critical. So seeing him go home today is an amazing achievement. We had to watch him to make sure his oxygen saturation was up. We had to watch him to make sure his heart was beating fine. We had to monitor all the drainage from all the tubes. We had to make sure he did not pull out that tube in his nose. Despite sedation, he was still there, always trying to pull something. He had 2 chest tubes in, both of them on this side. So him fussing and crying, moving, could have caused those to be dislodged, and then he'd have to go right over back in the process all over again.
A lot of effort and a lot of sleepless nights to ensure that this Sugar City boy could go home to grow up big, strong, and as healthy as can be. So how is he doing now?
Oh, he's good. He's good. He's very hungry. He's a bit slim, but because he hasn't been eating for more than a month, but the doctors are optimistic that he will gain back his size and grow. And man, that child is a very strong child. On behalf of my wife and myself and my entire family and loved ones, a special thank you to the entire team. Man, these people are amazing people. I have a family here now with them, so I would like to congratulate them for the hard work that they do. And I would like to also thank the people that put this institution together, because it's something that I myself, if the need hadn't arisen, I would have never known that this institution exists.
Cherise Halto, 7 News.